I honestly thought this would trigger the auction immediately. It's my boy. Apparently this is where the actual auction is being held, but this place is so over the top. They even have an indoor waterfall. It is as if we were transported to an entirely different place. Well, let's just head somewhere else for now. I still want to see for myself the kinds of people invited to an underground event such as this. Hi. The master's pet cat, Elizabeth, seems to have wandered off somewhere. Oh dear. I'm worried that she'll cause trouble for the rest of the guests. I could find a cat. Just out and about. Hi. There's so little time until the auction begins, dear guests. The main hall is still being prepared, so we would appreciate it if you could wait a bit longer. Hi. I'm very sorry. Due to the auction preparations, we would ask you to refrain from getting on the stage. This is where the items up for auction are going to be presented, so we have to take many precautions to guarantee their safety. Okay. Oh, he has the cat. Of course he has the cat. Why wouldn't he? Hi. Noir. It took a lot of time to catch your dinner. You hear? He's feeding the goldfish to the cat. You better scarf this down and give me some thanks. Guys, looky here. She's munching on that thing like there's no tomorrow. Hopefully she won't get sick from eating that. I've never seen that species before, but oh well. That poor cat. I love him. Come on, Noir. There's still a lot of room left in you. He is such an experience. Fun fact, there's a book in Trails in the Sky 1 that translate the cat's dialogues. That's fantastic. Kitty speak for dummies. I need that. Also, I need more Lecter. He is such an experience. Well, there's Kilika. And that's, Imelda, I think. Look at that spread. There really are a lot of party guests, too. I've never seen such an extravagant pile of food. Will you be having anything, Lloyd? No, I think my nerves made me lose any appetite I might have had. Though if you want to grab something, be my guest, Tio. No, I think it's okay. I'm not particularly hungry either. Hi. Those men in the black suits working security, they're from Rabache & Co., aren't they? That Marconi is deep within Speaker Hartmann's pocket. That much is clear. Oh, I see. You're saying Marconi is in Hartmann's pocket, not the other way around. That is interesting. I'll show him. Lapdogs like Marconi get tossed aside the moment they make a single mistake. Speaker Hartmann's name supposedly carries quite a lot of influence within the Empire. If I could somehow use this opportunity to get in his good graces, my future will be set. Hello, Imelda. Oh, what do we have here? I know I've seen those two faces before. No, you definitely haven't, because I have glasses on. Imelda, how did you end up here? Well, an invitation found its way to my doorstep. Curiosity bid me come. That cat said that's absolutely right in response to Lecter saying he needs to scarf it down. That's fantastic. So the cat that like lives on the roof of the SSS has like actual things it's saying when we feed it. Bro. That's awesome. If you don't mind, could you? Don't worry, I don't intend to snitch. Cold steel breaks the tradition. Oh, disappointment, disappointment. But I will have to look up the kitty speak for dummies and get ready for the next game. But all through Sky and Crossbell, it holds true. Knowing that you are here sneaking around a place crawling with some unsavory people is quite amusing for this old woman. Oh? Ah, you are. What a surprise. I can't say I was expecting to run into you two here. Well, we were just... certain factors led us to be here. Well, I won't press the issue. So, what names should I use to address you two at this event? What? How did you... Considering your affiliation, it's not hard to guess why you're here. Plus, you're supposed to provide your names when you hand over your invitation at the door. So, how should I address you? You can call me Guy. Very well, Guy. You can keep calling me Kilika. Alright. So what brings you to the Schwartz auction, Kilika? Interested in bidding on something? Given the nature of my job, I've come to know my fair share of collectors. And so they requested I inspect what kind of goods are being auctioned off here. Market research, if you will. Got it. You know, that Speaker Hartmann strikes me as quite the shrewd character. This auction structure is very finely crafted. Finely crafted? Could you explain? Think about it. An unknown underground auction designed exclusively for the elites. That's quite the convenient meeting place for prominent figures across Samaria. And there's more than just smuggled goods being sold here. You have bribery material, illicit fundraiser items, and who knows what else. Yeah, apparently a doll. If said figures tried to unload all these items in their own countries, they wouldn't be able to avoid the law's notice for long. However, here in Crossbell, such activity is allowed to go on unimpeded. Yep. Turns out Crossbell kinda sucks. That is exactly why the Empire and Republic have turned a blind eye to the Schwartz auction. I expect there's a number of questionable pieces that will be presented tonight, including items of dubious provenance that both countries would be willing to part with for the right price. In other words, this is an unofficially sanctioned international black market. It is a terrible situation all around. Of course, one could claim such an arrangement is only possible in a place such as Crossbell. This may be a hard truth to swallow, but going against this will be an uphill battle. Lloyd. Yet, no matter how finely crafted this arrangement may be, it remains an unnatural creation. She encapsulates everything around us, ever-flowing in harmony. Distorted constructs will always be as such, and so they are fleeting and impermanent. One tiny thing could be enough to make the whole foundation fall apart. What I mean to say is that perhaps your efforts will not be in vain. Kilika, thank you for the vote of confidence. It appears that I've taken up quite a bit of your precious time. This is a rare opportunity. You should take in everything you possibly can tonight. I'm sure that it will serve you well in the days to come. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the motivational speech, Kilika. Still, a chance to quash this auction once and for all may be closer than I thought. Make sure you look around and take it all in. I'm sure this experience will prove quite useful for you later on. Anything else? No. I forgot to check if Imelda had anything else. came here with my eyes set on a certain something, but it looks like I'm in for some unexpected entertainment instead. Well, Imelda does have those dolls in her store, so maybe she's also here for the doll. Each dish presented tonight is an unmatched delicacy prepared by the mansion's very own chef. Please feel free to stop me if you need anything at all. Can I interact with any of this food to maybe get a recipe? I did not mean to speak to you. It's said that Speaker Hartmann has connections with Erebonia's Blood and Iron Chancellor. There it is again. First time today, though. I guess that's to be expected for a man descended from imperial nobility. His company isn't going to be the same as a common man's. Here, have a nice long look at the Esmelis? What? Ring I won last year. Is it not simply beautiful? Is that a real thing, or is that a made-up word for this game? Because I thought I knew a decent amount of information about jewelry, but I've never heard of whatever Esmelis is. This year, I'm going to win something that can match its splendor. Tonight's dinner party was hosted and funded by Mr. Hartmann, entirely out of the kindness of his heart. On his behalf, please feel free to eat to your heart's content. You look rather young. And to be given an invite to an event like this, you must either be a noble or a very wealthy individual. You think Esmelis is made up? Okay. Glad to know I'm not lacking in information. If you don't mind, could you tell me a little about your background? About that. Nervous, are you? It's no wonder given your age. I suppose it was a bit of a faux pas to ask such a question in a place like this. Please accept my apologies, young man. Young or old, this is quite a varied group of Zenmuria's elites, I must say. It would be a waste to not make use of such a rare opportunity. I do believe I'll give some introductions and shake some hands. Okay, weirdo. Apparently, the centerpiece of the auction is being kept secret. I can only assume it is something of immense value. Perhaps it's something stolen by that phantom thief bee. No more of that. Every time I come to Crossbell, I'm reminded of just how laughably incompetent its police department is. Okay. I mean, they're not even able to shut down something as clearly illegal yet widely known as this auction. Or perhaps it just speaks to Speaker Hartmann's absolute authority over this state. Dang it. The Crossbell Police Department has to be the most incompetent organization on the continent. I mean, to be fair, the leader of our country is the one hosting this. What do you want us to do? Does Crossbell have an option for, like, impeachment? Probably not. Thank goodness for that, otherwise we wouldn't be able to enjoy such a lovely party as this. This guy sucks. It would appear you aren't very well accustomed to auctions like this, am I correct? Well, be careful. The excitement that comes from fighting a bidding war can be positively addicting. Hard pass. Is that... Ladies and gentlemen, the sponsor of tonight's event has arrived and would like to greet you all. Those two. If I'm not mistaken, that's the Mafia's Don and the leader of the Imperial faction, isn't it? Oh, he even speaks annoyingly. There is nothing likable about this man. Good evening, everyone. I am Marconi, president of Ravache & Co., and sponsor of this cherished auction. By my count, this is our 8th annual auction. My, does time sure fly. I'm happy to announce that attendance increases with every year, and of course, we've expanded our lineup of auction exhibits to account for that. Everything you see before you is the fruit of your continued patronage. The night is yours, my guests. There is still one other thing that must be addressed. Every year without fail, one man graciously hosts us and our auction at this breathtaking mansion. I present to you a representative of Crossbell State, a powerful politician within our diet. Speaker Hartmann. Where's Elia when you need her to just walk up and slap this man? Though previously mentioned, allow me to introduce myself once more. I am Hartmann, the Speaker of the Crossbell Diet. It is a great honor to serve as your host and offer my humble home for tonight's festivities. Believe me, this is no ordinary auction. Famous individuals from a multitude of fields have come to socialize and mingle tonight. Remember, the night is still young. I have prepared a modest after party for you all following the conclusion of the auction. For tonight, it would be my pleasure if you would all consider my home as your home. Everyone, please enjoy yourselves. So those are the two we've heard so much about. The speaker definitely has the air of a high-level politician. He certainly seems assured of his own greatness. And as for Don Marconi, I get the impression he is extremely obstinate. Yeah, they aren't going to be easy to go up against. I'd like to speak with them, but I doubt that would be a smart move now. Right, it would be prudent to avoid danger if we can. I recommend we attempt to stay as inconspicuous as possible. Agreed. Let's try and sneak out of the salon without attracting much attention. But first, do you have new dialogue? So that's Hartmann, Crossbell Speaker of the Diet. He looks like quite the formidable man. That's it? What do you have to say, Imelda? Every time I lay eyes on that Marconi kid, interesting, I can't help but see a big fat raccoon. That is an insult to raccoons. Leave the raccoons alone. What did the trash pandas do to you? And I don't just mean his mannerisms. His face itself reminds me of a raccoon. Poor Marconi. Poor raccoons. I'm really looking forward to the auction tonight. Blah, blah, blah. You don't have anything I care about. Should I try to speak them or no? Hi. I have high expectations for the both of you. Don't make any mistakes tonight. I don't want these police dogs to have a single excuse to come sniffing around here, understand? Have some faith. Don't worry. We're always careful in our endeavors. This guest is really insulting Marconi, like, to his face. That's a choice. I plan to win a marvelous jewel in tonight's auction and go to this year's after party a new woman. I'm expecting to see items just as stunning as the beautiful ring I won last year's auction. Yep, good for you. You really bailed me out of a nasty situation when you did me that favor. Thanks to you, those accursed journalists weren't able to get their story. Ever since then, everything has been quiet. That's good news. Well, so long as I stand at the helm of the diet, it's only a matter of course that I lend you a hand. And besides, it goes without saying that I'll need everyone's support in the coming years. The vampire is here? There's a vampire? Oh, him, duh. I'm dumb. Leave me alone. He is in fact here. You got my hopes up. And then I remembered. He is such a count. It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance, Speaker Hartmann. I am most grateful for the invitation. He really does look like a vampire. I hope they did that on purpose. You're the Republican Diet member, are you not? The pleasure is all mine. I have also been meaning to make your acquaintance for some time now. His that so? Does that mean I can expect a healthy relationship between us now? But of course. Good luck. Bro is probably gonna end up dead. Okay, bye. Not trying to die right now. Okay, this is the hallway that I think we went down earlier. Yeah, this is just this area. So this is the waterfall then that bleeds into the auction room. Interesting. Oh. Lloyd's glasses, though. Hello. I'm not in much of a mood for the buffet. Meals truly taste best when you have maids serve them to you. Anything less just can't measure up. Okay, are you incapable of holding a plate and tongs on your own to pick up food? I managed to get an invitation from an acquaintance of mine, though I'm not sure if I belong in this kind of environment. I think I'm just going to wait here until the auction starts. Yeah, he's kind of dumb. Let's just ignore that guy. And there were definitely multiple maids and butlers in the buffet. I think he just wants to sound pompous. And he succeeds. He succeeds. Rumor has it that the highlight of tonight's auction will be a most exquisitely crafted doll. Ooh, okay, we're learning more about the doll. When I hear that, I can only assume it is the work of the Rosenberg studio. Oh, I can't wait until this finally starts. My husband adores dolls more than almost anything in the world. That's a little odd. I mean, to each their own, but that's a little odd. At first, I found his fascination with them a bit childish, but since then, I've come to truly appreciate their beauty. They have a charm to them that just pulls you right in. Now that I recognize the beauty of dolls, I've become just as avid of a collector as my husband. And there are so many out there waiting for us to bring them home no matter how much Mira it takes. That's the power of a doll's charm. Rosenberg dolls are absolute marvels of craftsmanship. With their intricate level of detail, you would swear they're alive. Oh, I can't wait until this finally starts. I really want to go rewatch Unbreakable Machine Doll now. Decent anime. Hi. You're voiced. Wow. Unexpected. Excuse me, sir. This is the owner's personal room. You mean Speaker Hartmann's? Quite so, sir. Unfortunately, Mr. Hartmann is currently absent. We will soon be at the salon. He will soon be at the salon, which is on the left-hand side of the first floor. Ah, right. I saw him not too long ago. Excuse us. I want to go in there, though. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure we've literally talked to everyone now, unless I should try speaking to Marconi and Hartmann just for funsies. I didn't speak to these guys. The boss and Speaker Hartmann seem like they're in a good mood. With luck, they'll stay that way. What is it? Pardon me if I seem on edge. We're simply being as vigilant as possible to ensure the safety of our guests. I'm gonna try. Ladies and gentlemen, the auction will be starting shortly, and with that, our friends will become our rivals. Let us take this time to deepen our bonds with friends and partners until it's time. Tonight, we intend to present to you, the fine men and women, some extraordinary goods. I wish each and every one of you the best of luck in winning what you desire. Speaker Hartmann, of the Imperial faction, and Ravache & Co.'s Don Marconi. I'd like to speak with them to gauge what kind of people they are, but I think it would be best to just step away for now. Fine. Ruin my fun. Okay.